Okay, welcome back to another daily outlook. Today we're starting this on a good note. Actually, I just got tapped out of this UJ trade. It was, dare I say, perfect. I mean, obviously yesterday I was looking at shorts from this zone due to this little inducement slash liquidity up here. However, as you can see, price just could not push into that area, leaving us this zone. I did initially think after we formed this London inducement and liquidity. I thought, New York Open would come and tap us in. I had an order set here, but I had the order set to cancel at, I think, 2 a.m. or 2:30 a.m. is when I cancelled it because that's obviously you can just see all of it dies off. But regardless, I just caught this. I'll upload the proof at the end of this video. I just caught this, obviously, wonderful top wick coming into this zone. It's a 15-minute zone. We tapped, closed outside of the zone, and the next candle rejected wonderfully. So, coming into the 5 minute, obviously pre-market is always chop, but within the pre-market, we had new day opening gap. This was, I guess, one of my confluences, you could say, because price will always draw back here. Regardless, going into it, I was watching here. I had my alert set still above this high here. Alert got hit, and I saw price rejected, which I've done a recap on this before. I think it was my GU trade, my GU short. Price comes up on the 5 minute, comes back down, leaves this liquidity and inducement for price to grab before tapping us into our zone, and rejects. I mean, it's clear as day, guys. I don't know how many times I gotta say this, but without any liquidity or inducement, you just should not be taking the trade. Obviously, we got blessed here to have these highs, these highs. These are 5 minute highs. Not so clear here. 5 minute highs here as well. And then after sweeping that, we reversed, left more liquidity in orders for us to grab, which we did, and reversed straight back down. I took break even here. Sorry, I moved my trade to break even off of this inversed gap. And then coming down, I ended up moving my stops after we broke this low on the 5 minute, moved stops to the top of this inverse gap. Then we just started moving down. I didn't even bother with the stop loss. I took partials here at these lows. I think it was around a 1 to 3, a 1 to 2.7-ish. Yeah. I took partials there regardless, and I think final TP was here in line with all of these orders. Let me try mark this out so it's clear. In line with all of this. Support, resistance, whatever the fuck you want to call it. This is where my final TP was, as you can see. There's so many taps. I actually haven't even really looked back on any higher time frames, but I mean, taps here, tap there. Obviously, all the orders from London and New York last night. You can see a few taps here. They're not as clean, but the recent taps clean as fuck. As you can see, London here, New York, New York, New York. Then we got pre-market, easily tapped us in, and yeah, so don't really have a daily outlook for UJ now because I've already had my trade. But regardless, going into GU, higher time frame. Sorry, let's start on the hourly. Coming down, I did want buys yesterday, but unfortunately didn't play out because price just kept pumping. It didn't come down to the zone. It came down here, but no inducement or liquidity left, which is why today I'm looking at, let's put the magnet on, just make it easier for myself. I'm looking at this zone. We've got clear breaker structure, break of the fractal highs as well. Even back here, we can check 4 hourly. All of these highs have now been broken since yesterday. We've left a 4 hour zone here. Dropping into the 2 hour. The 2 hour lines up perfectly with the hourly. 3 candles, break within those 3 candles. On the hourly, obviously you can see this inducement left by New York is a little clearer. We do want price to come down a little bit more. Honestly, I might just refine this to the 30-minute zone up here. We do want price to come down and reject a little lower towards our zone because you can't really say with how many pips here. Exactly. With 16 pips. It's too far from our zone to tap us in. I'm really I don't I need my inducement and liquidity a lot closer to the zone because by the time price sweeps orders here, it doesn't matter. Those are already filled by the time it hits our zone. We want it a lot closer. So hoping price can come down, hopefully, just up, down, down. Leave this inducement here, come up, break this high, just to prove our or honestly just consolidate here, but prove that we're changing to a bullish bias. Then come back down, fill our order, and distribute straight back up to these highs. That's what I'm looking for in GU today. EU, honestly, same thing. It's just not as clean. GU is looking a lot cleaner. Obviously, we do still have this hourly zone. They are both bullish as fuck, but we didn't break any fractal highs on the euro. Obviously, you can see here, it's still yet to break. We've got to push past this price here at 17,800 or odd, 17,800 odd. And yeah, that's honestly my outlook for today. Going into GU, we want longs, as you can see here. Gold, it's gold's unpredictable right now, guys. It's literally just broken past all-time highs again. It's it's too risky to trade, dare I say. It's you could theoretically take from here if we get some sort of inducement coming down as we did on GU. But regardless, it's GU is really the only one that I'm looking for today. However, we do still have all of Asia, all of London, and then New York to give us some sort of to sorry, to present some sort of setup. But regardless, this is what I'm looking for. We're gonna have to see because later in the week, actually, I think we do have news today. Oh, we do. We've got CPI for GU. My GU trade's invalidated, I think. Yeah, we've got GU CPI later tonight. Um, hmm. Regardless of that, this week's full of news, so I just secured, I think, like 4.5% off of this trade. We're still we're still pushing down on UJ. I will do a full recap of this. That was just really quickly me going over it all. So yeah, that's my outlook for today, honestly. Can't really say much for EU because on the euro dollar, we haven't pushed any significant highs. Like, yes, we've broken internal structure here, but GU, I'm a lot more confident with longs just due to the fact that we have broken. This is a 30-minute, I'll move up. Just 4 hour. 4 hours clean as fuck. We've got a break here, and a break off that high. Previously, it was all just wicks. So honestly, I think we could be moving up into this daily demand. It's not as clean as it could be. Like, it's reacted off of this daily demand, but 4 hour demand, let's take a look. We could honestly be chasing this 4 hour demand. Let's go into the weekly. Obviously, weekly is a bit of a stretch, but regardless, we still have demand zones to be filled. Yeah. Obviously, I'm never really looking up at time frames that big because we're intraday traders. I'm not trading swing trading for days at a time. Like, you just saw this trade. This was, how fucking long did this take? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 5-minute candles. 25 minutes. That's all I really need. I should have maybe left a runner on, but regardless, really nice trade today. So yeah, that's my market outlook. GU potential longs. EU could follow GU into those longs, and gold unpredictable as fuck. Gonna have to see what forms because of this leg up. There's just this is what gold's been doing, just huge leg up. Obviously, you can see from yesterday. Let me delete this really quickly. Yesterday we did have, was it the 30-minute? I believe so. We had our 30-minute here. It just didn't get tapped. Same as our 15. We just did not want to get tapped in here. Bias was right. You can never tell when New York's going to do this with gold. Gold has a mind of its own. Like, look at this New York session. Moved less than Asia. But then you go to New York like this the day after. It's really a much of a much with fucking New York. Regardless though, good to know that we had the right bias. Same with GU. Had the right bias going long. Same with EU, had the right bias going long. But regardless, that's my daily outlook for today. So yeah, let me know what you think.